In this brief video, I'm going to attempt to show you the conversion practices for going from decimal feet into decimal inches and from going to decimal inches into decimal feet, bearing in mind that we're going to follow the rules that we learned in class, which is to go from decimal feet to decimal inches, I'm going to multiply by 12 inches per foot. To go from decimal inches to decimal feet, I'm going to divide by 12 inches per foot. So here I've got 27.1357 feet. That's a very long dimension, the width of a house. If I want to make that into inches, it's going to get very, very large. So I'm going to multiply by 12 inches per foot. And I'm going to multiply the entire number. 27.1357 feet times 12 inches per foot yields 325.6284 inches. That's a lot of inches. Over here I've got 29.4516 inches. That's not quite 3 feet long. In order to convert that into feet, I'm going to divide by 12 inches in a foot, and I'm going to come up with 2.4543 feet. So you can see the scale difference between the two numbers. Even though the numbers I started with were similar, 27 and 29, this was in feet, so it's a long way. This was in inches, it's less than 3 feet long. It's actually 2.4543 feet exactly. Now, let's take the same numbers, 27.1357 feet and 29.4516 inches, and let's convert each of these numbers into feet, inches, and fractions of an inch. That's the architect's way of representing things on a drawing. So the first thing I'm going to do, if I want to convert from 27.1357 feet, I'm going to recognize what can I take out of this number that already is useful, and that is 27 feet is 27 feet. So I'm going to put that over here to the side. I'm going to mark it and I'm going to put my dash so that it's clear this is part of my answer. Now I'll work on this part of the problem, 1.357 feet. I need to get that into inches, so I'm going to multiply it by 12 inches in a foot, which gives me 1.6284 inches. Now, this 1 inch is useful, and I can put it right here as part of my answer. This number is less than an inch long, and for any dimension in a decimal form that's less than an inch long, I multiply by 16. And when I do that to the 0.6284, I get 10.05. I immediately put that number over sixteenths because I was converting it into sixteenths. Now this is a funny looking number, so I'm going to say, round this down to 10/16, and that number is equal to 5/8. 5/8 of an inch I can use as part of my answer and put that over here, 5/8 inch. And now I have an answer in architect form. Let's go over here and do the same thing to 29.4516 inches. Because these are inches, I need to say, is there anything that I can save if I want this in inches and feet, inches, and fractions of an inch? How can I do this and be efficient about it? Well, this portion right here is less than an inch. So I'm going to multiply that part by 16 and come up with the fraction of an inch right away. If I do that, I get 7.22, and I immediately put that over 16 to remind myself that I'm doing the fraction. And I'm going to say that that's about 7/16 of an inch. This is part of my answer. So I'll take that and I'll put it down here. And I'm working backwards. Now, I am left with nothing but whole inches. whole inches, I'm going to divide by 12 inches in a foot to convert this to feet, to see how many whole feet I've got. And if I do that, 29 divided by 12, I get 2.4167 inches. Excuse me, feet. And 2.4167 feet, I can use this 2 whole feet, and I can put this down here as part of my answer. Now I'm just left with how many inches do I have, and I have to take this 0.4167 feet and multiply that by 12 inches in a foot, and I come up with 5. And I put that in my answer, and I've got 2 feet 5 7/16 inches. So in each of these cases, I've converted. The first case, I had 27.1357 feet. I multiplied by 12 inches per foot, and I came up with 325.6284 inches. I converted to decimal inches. Over here, I converted to decimal feet. I took the 29.14516 inches divided by 12, and I ended up with 2.4543 feet. And then in each of these other examples, I took these numbers, the same numbers, in this case in decimal feet, in this case in decimal inches, and I converted those to architect dimensions. I hope this has been useful for you.